Have you ever been sound asleep only to be jolted awake by a sudden stabbing pain in your calf, like a knife twisting into the muscle? In the darkness, you sit up, rub the spot in pain, and spend the next half hour trying to fall back asleep, only to be woken up again later by the same sharp cramp. This is something many people over 50 deal with, waking up multiple times a night as their calves, hamstrings, or thighs suddenly tighten, interrupting precious rest. And while it's easy to chalk it up to getting older, the truth is, this is often something you can manage without needing to rely on medication. When you visit your doctor, the usual recommendation is quinine, but with side effects warned about by the FDA and concerns about how it might interact with other medications, many find it's not the best option. Unfortunately, doctors often don't provide many other effective solutions. But here's the encouraging part: there are several simple, natural approaches that can help reduce, and in many cases prevent, nighttime leg cramps altogether, and they're all based on how your muscles and nervous system actually function. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 effective, drug-free strategies that you can start using right away. We'll begin with something easy you can try tonight, and make sure to stay with me till the end, because the final method is backed by a major 2020 study, and it's one you won't want to miss. If you're new here, welcome. We're all about staying healthy, feeling better, and learning together. If you find this helpful, go ahead and give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear from you. Alright, let's get started with tip number 1. The first method I want to share is a simple way to support your legs while you sleep using pillows. It might sound almost too easy to work, but don't let that fool you. Many experts in sleep biomechanics actually recommend this exact technique. Here's why it matters. When we sleep, if our legs aren't in a natural position, certain muscles, especially in the calves and hamstrings, can stay tense for hours. For example, if your legs are stretched out straight or crossed for too long, those muscles can get overstretched, and when that happens, your body may react with a quick protective contraction, which we know is a cramp. So how do we fix that? By placing pillows in the right spots depending on how you sleep. If you're a side sleeper, try putting a pillow between your knees. It helps keep your spine in better alignment, takes pressure off your hips, and stops your legs from twisting or straining during the night. If you sleep on your back, place a pillow under your knees. This gives your legs a soft bend, easing tension in your lower back and keeping your calves and hamstrings slightly flexed, which helps prevent them from overstretching. What this does is encourage your body to rest in a more natural, supported position instead of letting your legs fall into angles that can lead to cramping. Try it for a few nights. Many people notice real improvement after just 3 or 4 nights of doing this consistently. And if you also deal with back discomfort, this technique has a bonus. It doesn't just help with leg cramps, it can also ease pressure on your spine. Sometimes the simplest changes bring the biggest relief. The second method I want to share is one that many seniors have never heard of, but it can be surprisingly effective: using magnesium oil or cream. If you've already tried a few things without much success, this might be the missing piece you've been looking for. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals when it comes to preventing cramps. It plays a key role in how our muscles contract and relax. Here's an easy way to think about it: calcium tightens muscles, while magnesium helps them release. So when your body is low on magnesium, muscles tend to stay tense, and that tension can lead to those painful nighttime spasms. Here's the surprising part: nearly 60% of adults over 50 may not be getting enough magnesium. As we age, our bodies absorb less magnesium from food. Now you might be wondering, why use a cream or oil instead of a supplement? It comes down to how well your body absorbs it. When taken by mouth, only about a third of the magnesium actually gets absorbed, and taking higher doses can upset your stomach. But when applied to the skin, magnesium bypasses digestion and goes straight into the tissues that need it. In one study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, people who used magnesium oil regularly had fewer and less intense cramps compared to those who didn't. Even better, results often showed up in just a week or two. Just apply a small amount, about the size of a coin, to areas where you tend to cramp, like your calves, hamstrings, or feet. Massage it in gently about 30 minutes before bed. That short massage also helps relax your muscles and improves absorption. Some signs of magnesium deficiency include frequent cramps, not just in the legs but also in your back or shoulders, along with fatigue, muscle aches, trouble sleeping, or even feeling anxious. If some of that sounds familiar, adding magnesium to your routine through both diet and skin may make a noticeable difference. The third method for preventing nighttime cramps might surprise you: don't cut out salt entirely from your diet. I know that sounds like it goes against everything we've been told, especially when it comes to blood pressure, but here's why this matters, especially for people over 50. Many of us are advised to lower our salt intake to protect our heart health, and that's important advice. But in trying to be careful, some people go too far. They stop adding any salt to meals, avoid anything with sodium, and end up removing salt almost completely. Here's the problem: sodium, which is the main part of salt, is a key electrolyte. According to the American Heart Association, adults need at least 500 milligrams of sodium per day just to support basic body functions. That's only about a quarter teaspoon of salt, a tiny amount, but still essential. Sodium helps keep your fluid levels balanced and plays a major role in how your nerves and muscles work. When sodium drops too low, those signals between your brain and muscles don't travel as well, which can make nighttime muscle cramps much more likely. So if you've been getting cramps and you've also gone very low sodium in your diet, that might be part of the picture. This is especially true if you drink a lot of water, take water pills, or sweat a lot during exercise, all of which can pull sodium out of your system even faster. What can you do? It's all about balance. You don't need to go back to salty chips or canned soups, but you do want to make sure you're not avoiding salt entirely. When health experts say to limit salt, they usually mean staying within 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, not zero. Of course, if you have high blood pressure, heart problems, or kidney disease, be sure to check in with your doctor before making changes to your salt intake. The goal is to find that sweet spot, enough sodium to support your muscles without putting your heart at risk. Finding that balance is just one more step toward more restful, cramp-free sleep. And speaking of balance, there's another mineral that plays a huge role in muscle relaxation, and it's one that often gets overlooked. As we age, our next method to prevent those painful nighttime leg cramps is surprisingly simple. It's all about how and when you drink water. Many people believe drinking more water is always better, especially for muscle cramps, but here's something you might not expect: drinking too much water, particularly before bed, can sometimes make cramps worse. Here's why: drinking excessive water, especially plain water, can dilute key minerals in your body, like sodium and potassium. These electrolytes help your nerves send signals to your muscles. When they're out of balance, those signals can misfire, triggering sudden cramps that wake you up in pain. So how do you get it right? It's not about chugging more water, it's about finding a balance. Sip water steadily throughout the day to stay hydrated, but try to cut back on fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed unless you're truly thirsty. Forget the rigid 8 glasses a day rule, listen to your body's needs. This simple adjustment can help keep your electrolytes balanced, supporting your muscles and reducing cramps. Many people notice fewer disruptions to their sleep after just a few days of getting this right. Now that you're hydrating smarter, let's move to our final method, a powerful approach backed by science that can transform how you prevent cramps for good. We've saved the most powerful method for last, a proven way to prevent those painful nighttime leg cramps backed by a 2020 study with remarkable results. It's not a costly gadget or a quick fix, but a simple habit you can start today, stretching your leg muscles regularly. In the 2020 study, researchers worked with older adults who often suffered from nighttime cramps. They split participants into two groups. One followed a short stretching routine 3 times a day, while the others stuck to their usual habits. The results were striking. After a few weeks, the stretching group saw a dramatic drop in cramp frequency and intensity, with many nearly cramp-free. Why does stretching work so well? It helps your muscles stay flexible and balanced. As we age, our muscles can become overly tense, sending signals that trigger cramps, especially at night. Regular stretching helps reset these signals, allowing your muscles to relax naturally and cutting down those sudden, painful wake-ups. Here are 3 simple stretches to try. Always check with your doctor first, especially if you have pain or conditions like sciatica or knee issues. If approved, these can make a big difference. Number 1, calf stretch. Stand an arm's length from a wall, hands resting for balance. Step your right foot back, keeping it straight, heel on the ground. Slowly bend your left knee until you feel a gentle stretch in your right calf. If it's hard to keep your heel down, place a thin book underneath. Hold for 30 seconds, breathe evenly, then switch legs. Aim for a moderate stretch, comfortable, not painful. Number 2, hamstring stretch. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, right leg extended, heel on the ground, toes slightly up. Keep your back straight and lean forward from your hips, feeling a stretch in the back of your right thigh. Don't round your back. If you feel it there, ease up. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing calmly, then switch legs. Skip this if you have sciatica. Number 3, quadriceps stretch. Lie on your left side on a bed or mat, head on a pillow for comfort. Bend your right knee and gently pull your foot toward your buttocks with your right hand. Use a towel around your ankle if reaching is tough. Keep your back straight, avoiding any arching. You should feel the stretch in the front of your right thigh. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch sides. Consistency is everything. The 2020 study showed that stretching 3 times daily, just a few minutes each time, delivered the best results. Try doing these after breakfast, lunch, and before bed. Within 7 to 10 days, many notice fewer cramps, and after 4 weeks, some cut their cramp frequency by up to 60%. If balance is an issue, do these near a wall or while seated. The key is doing them correctly every day. Consider tracking your cramps in a notebook. Note their frequency and intensity. You'll likely see them fade over time. By combining this with our other methods, pillows, magnesium, salt, and hydration, you'll have a complete plan to not only reduce cramps but also sleep better and feel stronger. Stick with it, and you might not just sleep better, but wake up feeling stronger, more refreshed, and free from those frustrating cramps. Nighttime leg cramps are rarely caused by just one thing. Research shows they often stem from a mix of factors, which is why medications alone don't always work. They only tackle part of the problem. That's where our 5 methods come in. By using pillows to support your legs, applying magnesium cream, balancing salt and water intake, and stretching daily, you're addressing cramps from every angle. Together, These simple natural steps, especially the powerful stretching routine backed by a 2020 study, can make a real difference. This isn't just about fewer cramps, it's about reclaiming restful sleep, boosting your energy, and refusing to let pain define your nights. With consistent effort, these solutions can transform how you feel, proving that small changes often lead to big results. I hope these tips inspire you to take action. If they're safe for your health, try them for 2 to 3 weeks. Many people see dramatic improvements in that time. Patience is key, but the payoff is worth it. If this video helped you, please like it and share it with someone who might be struggling with cramps. A good night's sleep is a precious gift, and your share could help someone rediscover it. You deserve a good night's sleep, free from cramps and full of calm. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical, science-based tips tailored for those over 50. Each week, we bring you simple ways to live healthier and feel your best. Thank you for watching. Here's to peaceful, cramp-free nights and vibrant days ahead. See you in the next video.